Hello again. So I'm here again with the next video on my request list, which is how the life path 3 is supported by the expression number 9. Now, as I always start my videos, that life path is the most important number in your chart. It's your king of your castle, your purpose. It's the challenge that you came here and chose to achieve in this lifetime. And all of your other numbers exist merely to support this life path number. Very, very, very important. So when you're dealing with the life path 3, you're here to learn balanced, creative self-expression. Now that could be verbal creative self-expression, or it could be creative art with your hands or even your whole body. You could be a dancer, an extreme sportsman, or even a sports person, an artist. But very much associated with the life path 3 is developing your ability to verbally express yourself. And because you are a life path 3, you're going to have had difficulties in your past with verbal expression in some way. Now that could be anything from language barriers to mutism, to speech impediments, to struggling to find the right words to say, or being shy and not wanting to speak. Very much something you as a life path 3 are here to achieve and to transcend. You must also work on balancing your emotional sensitivity. Very, very, very changeable emotions, sometimes very explosive and sometimes very depressive, very, very emotional, which doesn't always work in your favor. And you must learn to channel and manifest your emotions more positively for yours and the good of others around you as well. And using your sensitivity and your emotions to verbally express yourself to others, to be positive, to inspire and to delight, not to destroy or hurt yourself or other people. Now that's things that the life path 3 really struggles with. But embrace those difficulties, because that's what you came here to transcend in this lifetime. But you're very lucky in some ways to have an expression number 9, because the expression number 9 is going to help you no end with your verbal communication. Because as you can see here, the expression number 9 is extremely talented, excellent, charismatic and influential verbal communication. People follow an expression 9 because they're so talented at influencing people. They're orators, they're teachers, they're advisors, and people go to 9s for help and for teachings and advice, and sometimes too much. And the 9 can be a bit of a fixer at times. You have a lot of intuition and you channel spiritual law and intuition, and you use that as in your expression talents in the 9 to help you promote other people's well-being. Your life is your teaching. You live in a way that promotes your ideals and your intuitive wisdom, and whatever you teach to others, you ensure that you embody that as well. And you're also extremely creative and in some ways very, very, very musical. So you have a lot of creative and expressive talent there that is going to assist your life path 3 and help you find creative emotional expression or verbal expression anyway easier. Where you might stumble a bit is the expression number 9 is a very, very emotional number as well, and can sometimes be quite intimidating and explosive with their emotions. And when you're already prone to that in your life path 3, you're prone to be a little bit emotionally tumultuous. The 9 can sometimes exacerbate that. But let's talk about that in more detail as I've broken the 9 life path down into 9 elements, and that's in the left-hand column. These are the elements you're here to achieve. So they're elements that you're going to find difficult, elements that you might find a challenge, but each element's going to be different. You're going to find each element easier or more difficult than others, depending on the other numbers in your chart. So element number 1. You're here to learn to express yourself verbally, to inspire, to inform and to delight. You may struggle in some way. That's part of your purpose. Embrace this struggle, because this is what you're here to transcend, to learn from, to get past. chronic shyness, speech delay, stutter, mutism, struggling to find the right words, or language barriers even. But your life path 3 suggests that you might find that hard to express yourself verbally in some way. However, your 9 expression energy provides you with the potential, the talent to speak eloquently, so eloquently, in fact, that others hang on your every word. You know, that emotional verbal expression, or the verbal expression especially, that you're here to achieve. The 9, you've got the talent to do that. All you've got to do is use it. Your life is your teaching. Support your life path 3 by expressing your wisdom with your excellent verbal communication skills, but make sure you're doing it to inform and inspire and promote the well-being of other people in some way, whether it's healing, teaching, even entertaining. The 3 very much could be developing towards the performer, you know, and the 9 has performance skills, so you could very much be an actor, a performer, a speaker, a teacher, a healer, an advisor, especially with that 9 expression, because you're here to promote, you know, you've got the talent, to promote well-being. Okay, so you're here to learn to express yourself creatively, to inspire, inform, and delight. Well, you don't get a number more creative than the expression number 9, so this is going to be another easier element for you. You may struggle in your life path 3 to progress and execute and finish creative projects, because the 3 tends to procrastinate, and they tend to not finish projects, and it's normally low confidence. They feel that trying to finish it, they would ruin it, and maybe they're not creative, and they keep putting it aside and never finishing it, and often tell themselves even that they're not creative. But you're here to work towards being to creatively expressing yourself, and you've definitely got that in you, otherwise you wouldn't have the 3 as your life path. So you need to stop telling yourself you're not creative and realize how explosively creative you are, especially with that expression 9 energy. You've got massive potential for creativity with your 9 talent energy, whether it be verbal or artistic or musical or however you want to do it. You've got the ability to do it. The 9's a very multifaceted, multi-talented number, and your 9 talent is about completion, and you have the inner confidence to keep going, to close off situations and surge ahead anyway. The 9 expression is a very strong, powerful, and confident number. So support your life path 3 by expressing your creativity. Don't tell yourself you're not creative. You are. You're explosively creative, and persevere with your creative projects and finish them, and then get them out there, express them to the world, and you will be walking your life path 3 and using the talents of your expression 9 perfectly. You must also learn to be dynamic, to take risks, to execute, to get out there, to enjoy the attention and limelight of an audience when you express your emotional message. You can be shy though, because this is a struggle for you. It's your life path. So you might struggle to be dynamic, struggle to take risks, be shy, underconfident, feel unable to take risks and fearful, and you're working towards being more dynamic and risk-taking, but you might struggle with that because it's your life path 3. But your 9 talent energy means you can support this element of your life path 3 quite well when you're using your 9 talent to its fullest, because the 9 energy is very dynamic, confident, and very much the calculated and intuitive risk taker. So the 9 energy can really help you to develop, if you're not already, the dynamism and the risk-taking side of your nature that's really going to help you progress. But remember, calculated risks, not silly risks that are going to lose you everything. Calculated risks, intuitive risks. Okay, make sure you're, going to the voice within before you take those risks. Make sure they're good. In the 9 energy, your talent, your words flow with wisdom and charisma. That supports your life path 3 beautifully. And it will help you draw in an audience, because everybody wants to listen to an expression 9. And you're here to build an audience, to express your message. And your 9 talent's really going to help you with that, because people tend to hang on your every word because of your talent in the 9. So your 9 talent means you're less likely to be shy and fearful of attention. You're more likely to be expressive and talented and charismatic with your words, which really supports your life path 3. this is the snag. This is the little thorn in your side, emotions. Now, you're here to learn to express your emotions positively. You can be extremely sensitive to criticism and other people's emotions. You absorb other people's emotions and react to them and often mirror them in many, many ways. And the 3 can be very, very, very happy or very, very, very depressive. And they can be very, very explosive or very, very quiet and depressive. The emotions can be very, very volatile. And the Life Path 3 is here to learn to build some control in their emotions. So you need to start to thinking about your emotional triggers and how you can express your emotions more positively, not hold them in. Nobody wants you to hold your emotions in, most definitely not. But to be able to channel those emotions, not hold them in and then explode them out, but channel them and let them flow out of you, and don't keep packing them in until one day you go kaboom. And your 9 talent energy is not going to help you here, because you're powerful, you're passionate, you're emotional, to the point where you can be unintentionally intimidating and way over the top. And sometimes you don't, you don't suffer fools gladly either. You will tell people like it is. You can be sensitive to criticism yourself and care too much about what others think, which can cause you to sort of, struggle with your emotions and your attitude towards others. So this is going to be a bit of a thorn in your side, and this might be quite difficult for you to do as a Life Path 3 Expression 9, but embrace it as a difficulty that you can achieve to really help you walk your path. So to support that Life Path 3, realize the emotional power that you possess. Analyze your triggers. Learn and practice balanced emotional expression. Now, doing courses, spiritual practice, there's loads of resources on YouTube that will help you to understand and channel your emotions in a way that's more positive for you and everyone else around you. And by the way, you don't need validation from others. Your intuition should be your validation. And if your intuition tells you that something is right and true, and it's definitely full of integrity and for the well-being and the inspiration and the delight of others, then you're doing the right thing, and don't doubt yourself and ask for advice from other people, because nobody knows your path but you. You're also here to develop the habit of acting, doing, be a doer and an executor of ideas, getting things done, expressing the idea. You've got the initial idea, then you've got the planning in the 2, the 3 throws the idea out there to the people, and that's what you're here to learn to be. But when you're low, you can struggle with inaction, apathy, laziness, lack of focus, lack of direction. But your Life Path 3 needs you to be more of an actor, an expresser, and a doer, so that you can express. And your 9 talent energy does both. You can think, because you're a thinker with your ideals, and you have a focus on spiritual theory and laws and ideals, but you also work hard to get the job done. You also have that ability within you. Remember, the 9 is very multi-talented, very multifaceted. So you have the ability to work and get the job done, as well as you've got the thinking ability as well to go with it. So you'll get the job done, but not always, only when you think it's worthwhile, because the 9 is very strong-minded and they decide when they do things and when they don't. So sometimes you will act and you will work hard, and sometimes you'll point blank refuse to. You can hold on to past perceived injustices as well, which can cause anger, which again can stop you in your tracks, causing apathy and inaction, and often can trigger off your Life Path 3's tendency to be quite depressive and emotional and, angry towards others. So support your Life Path 3 by working towards letting go of past perceived injustice against you or anyone else around you that may be holding you back, and focus on action and execution and getting that creative job done consistently. Remember, everything we go through in life, whether it's in our actions and experiences or with our experiences in our relationships, they're all lessons for us to learn. And adversity is not something for us to use as a barrier to stop us progressing. It's there for us to use as a lesson to learn, to help us progress to even better standards. So we must never use adversity as a reason not to move forward, because it is that adversity that is going to help to propel you forward in the fastest rate ever. Okay, adversity teaches you things. Find the embedded lessons and move on. Don't let perceived and anger and past injustice or what you think people are doing wrong, or the world is not ideal, or the world is this, that and the other. You can't fix the world, and the world doesn't need to be fixed, because it's a virtual reality school of experience, and we've got to experience the good and the bad in order to learn and evolve. This is what we're here for. So try and get past perceived injustices. Treat them as the lessons that they are, and move on into action and get that creative job done consistently. You're here to learn to be social, talkative, the life of the party, the bringer of the fun and the positivity. You need to be that networker. You're the person that executes the idea in the real world. So you network the idea out. You communicate the idea. You put that message out there to the people and execute that idea to see how your audience reacts. But of course you're going to struggle, because you're a life path 3, and you can be quiet and struggle to speak, and you can struggle to be that social, talkative bringer of life and positivity, because that's what you're here to struggle with. It's your life path. However, you've got a 9 expression number, and that brings you the talent for being social, fun-loving, and you love to laugh. You're great at communicating skillfully with others to win them over. So your social skills are very much going to be helped by your 9 talent number. However, like I said earlier, you don't suffer fools gladly. You can come across as intimidating at times, sometimes distant and indifferent to those close, because you set your sights quite wide as a 9, and you're very much the humanitarian. It's not just about looking after those close. You want to promote the well-being of those distant as well. But then you end up spreading yourself a bit too thin, and then you can come across as quite indifferent and aloof to those that are close to you, because you're spreading yourself too thin and going too wide in your expression. So sometimes you can affect your relationships, your deeper relationships, by being a bit too distant and aloof with those. So you might need to guard against that. But support your life path 3 by perfecting your social skills, to network more, be more positive, empathetic, communicate your emotional message. You're here to execute. You're here to meet people, network, and put the idea out there. And your expression number 9 is going to help you do that. Okay, in very, 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 very many ways, because you've got the talent in the 9 to communicate and get people to listen to you. So support that life path 3 by perfecting them social skills, network, be positive, be empathetic, communicate and build trust with others, and then communicate your emotional message positively and confidently to others people, to inspire and to delight and to teach them, to promote their well-being. Whether you're an entertainer, a speaker, an artist, a performer in some way, your creative expression can lift other people up and really make a difference. You must develop more interdependence. Life path 3s, they love to be looked after. They're prone to avoiding work and anything needing routine and commitment, and wanting to be taken care of, supported, looked after by others. And you're here to learn to be a bit more independent, to work towards more interdependence, so that you can do for yourself as well as help others a bit as well, rather than just being dependent on other people. So your 9 talent energy is going to help you again there. So it'll help you be less dependent, because the 9 energy is a very, very independent, talented number. So, you know, your life path 3 says that you want to be looked after, but your 9 talent energy is extremely independent and strong-minded. So it can balance this, or, you know, take away that dependency side that a life path 3 can have. However, you may get a bit bored of the routine and commitment needed to be more independent and to earn money and to be more involved in routine stuff, which feeds your independence and interdependence. Because, you know, the 3 and the 9, you're both very creative people. You know, the 3 is a big picture thinker, and, you know, detail and, you know, other things like that aren't in your remit. You know, routine and commitment isn't something that you're overly strong with, and it's not something really you're here to deal with. You know, you're here to be more, to be able to be independent in your life in whatever way that can. And if you can be independent by using your creativity, by using your own verbal, creative, artistic expression, then all's the better for you. So, to support your life path 3, try and focus a bit more. The 3 is very scattered. Try and focus a bit more. Execute some hard work. Try and focus more on a bit more routine, because this is what's going to help you achieve the progression that you need for your life path 3. Even creative projects and environments require some routine work. Okay, so it's not just about only the creative. Everything involves some work, some routine, some commitment, and some consistency. And you know, by doing that, you're going to gain the interdependence and independence that you need to stop you being so dependent on other people. And the 9 is an independent number, so, you know, I've got high hopes that you're going to be stronger on this element of your life path. You're here to be opportunistic, to be quite confident, to network, make useful connections, see an opportunity and snap it up like a crocodile. Spread the word, progress your ideas and projects, you know, be at the right place at the right time. But again, you're a life path 3, so you might struggle with this. You might struggle to be opportunistic. You know, you might be too underconfident to network and make connections, and you might not want to speak to people or spread the word. You know, you find it really a struggle. But as a life path 3, that's what you're here to work past. So to achieve your life path 3, you must be opportunistic and network and make useful connections. Be more socially confident, more crocodile in snapping up those opportunities. And your 9 talent energy is extremely charismatic. You know, you find it easy to make new connections, and people are going to throw opportunities at you because everyone listens to a 9. So you're a talented speaker, you can articulate ideas and build rapport with skill. So this networking and being opportunistic is going to be easy for you if you use your 9 talent. You're more than able to support this element of your life path 3 by connecting with people and spreading your message, and the 9's going to help you to do that. But you've got to use that talent, you know. Don't let your inherent struggles in the 3 life path pull you down, you know. Realize your talent in the 9 and really bring it forward to help you bring forward your message. You know, we all need you to inspire, delight, and teach and entertain us. You know, you must learn to take responsibility. The 3 can be a bit irresponsibility. So you need to learn to be more responsible. Take responsibility. You know, think before you act. Listen to guidance. The 3 can need quite a lot of guidance because they can be quite emotional. They do things and say things that can cause trouble or trouble for themselves, or they can, you know, be a bit irresponsible at times and need a bit of guidance from other people, you know. And that's your struggle in the life path 3, because you must think before you act and take responsibility for what you do. But you again, you have a good expression number for this when you're using it at its best, because your 9 talent energy is extremely responsible and ethical and full of integrity. You're able to leave a legacy of health and wellness. That's what the 9 energy brings to the world. So that's going to help you to be more responsible and to look after people more, and to think about the impact of your actions on others that the 3 can struggle with. But the 9 at its very worst, and you're unlikely to show this as an expression number 9, because you're more likely to show the talent that you have in the 9, but it is there if you get at your lowest. At your worst, you can be very self-serving, nefarious, and you can lead others to their own destruction for your own benefit. So you must keep on the high vibration of the 9, your talented area of the 9 that is full of integrity and ethics and wants to promote the well-being of other people. Okay, so support your life path 3 with unwavering ethics and integrity, and you get that from your intuition. You're channeling that from source. Remember, those ethics, that integrity, and that everything you do should be channeled and run by your intuition. And if it feels good from your inner voice, then you're good to go. So unwavering ethics, integrity, a genuine care and effort to improve the well-being of others. You know, you can use that keen intuition of yours as the basis of your sense of responsibility and ethics and making sure you do good for other people. Vitally, vitally important. So I hope you found my video really useful today. Please like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell icon. If you want to learn about numerology, I have some courses on Udemy that I'm going to put on the description box, and my master numerology course is coming out soon. I'm working on it now, and that course is going to be for people that really want to be a practitioner of numerology and want to read for other people on a really advanced level. And that course is being built right now, and I'm hoping to post it within the next few weeks. Yay! But if you'd like a reading from me, please email me, contact me through social media, or even leave a message in the description box of one of my videos. If you've got any questions or you'd like to request a video, just ask me in the comments box at the side. As ever, guys, I want you to trust the soul within you, because only you know what is best for you.